Hey guys, just got done watching Danny Dubois get the 10th round KO over Jarrell Big Baby Miller. This fight was a phenomenal performance by Dubois. I mean, he did what he had to do, and he had to dig deep to get it. And this was make or break for him, and he didn't quit. Like all you guys, well, I'm sorry, a lot of people in the media were calling him a quitter. I think if you did a poll on is Danny Dubois a quitter before this fight, more than half would say yes, he's a quitter. I didn't see that in him. I mean, I just take everything individually. What he did when he was 23 years old, I don't think has anything to do with the fighter he is now. I don't know why people got to, dig that up and think he's the same fighter. Because if he was the same fighter, he would have quit tonight, just from the sheer pressure of Big Baby Miller, and he didn't do that. So it was a great win for Dubois. I don't know where he goes from here. I mean, I would love to see him fight a top 10 guy, but I don't think a lot of people want to fight him, not because they don't think he can beat him. It's just, it's too high risk and there's almost no reward because Dubois got those two losses and he looked really bad in those two losses. And it's still kind of fresh in people's minds. So this isn't going to be enough to kind of get people up to fight him, to get his name out there. I think Dubois is going to have a kind of quiet 2024 and then maybe set up like if Joe Joyce keeps winning, maybe set up like a Joe Joyce rematch. Maybe like somebody like Jay Lee Zhang would probably call him out or something like that because I think that'd be a nightmare for Dubois. But other than that, I don't see a lot of guys. Or like if Wallen loses later tonight, or if Joseph Parker loses later tonight, those would be great fights for Dubois as well. Like Dubois Al Wallin would be a great fight. Big Baby Miller, on the other hand, the announcers afterwards they were kind of saying like, if he loses this, he's done, and especially the way he performed, he's done. I don't believe that. I mean, I think he's gonna have an easier chance of getting opponents now, even though he doesn't have that. Oh, people know he can sell tickets. He's got a bigger brand now after this fight. He sold pretty much this whole card by himself, other than the names of Joshua and Wilder being on there. He was the one who sold the card pretty much. So I think Saudi Arabia will bring him back. They're going to want to bring him back, for the Wilder fight or Wilder Joshua fight, whatever big fights they have out there. This is a great guy to have on the undercard. I mean, but and like I could see him, fighting like fringe top 15 guys. Anybody who wants their stock to rise. I'm trying to think of some names out there like borderline 15, 20 guys. Like, it would be a great fight is Tony Yoka. He's coming off of like three losses. He just won a couple of weeks ago against some bum. Like, drag him out to Saudi Arabia and have him fight Big Baby Miller. Like, that would be a great fight for Miller and Yoka, but it would fast track Yoka to get kind of back on because people just wrote him completely off. That'd be something to get his name back out there if he can beat a guy like Big Baby Miller. But anyways, like this whole card's been pretty good. There was one big upset that Arslan Black Makhmudov guy got knocked out, and I mean he just ain't that good. If that's the bottom line. I don't know who the hell his manager is, but that was an absolutely terrible style matchup to put him in against a guy who can move like that. Like the guy was not a puncher at all, and he got him out of there in 4 rounds. Like if you know your guy can't defend himself, why are you putting him in there with somebody who's gonna land punches on him, no matter how small he is? I mean, but the card's been good so far. I think we're getting ready for Bivol the next fight, and then Wilder and Joshua. But enjoy the fights, guys.